Hi guys, so this next chapter is about memory, and I just want to take a few minutes here to in this quick video to think about memory before we jump in and talk about all of the factual information and everything you're going to actually have to commit to memory about this content area. I want to just think together about how we use memory in everyday life and how central memory is to the human experience. Um, if you think about memory for just a moment, we obviously use memory every day just to function, but we also worry about memory every day. We worry that we'll forget. And so if you think about how often you take a picture of something so that you have memory insurance, essentially, that even if you don't remember, you can look at your pictures and then remember or have that memory given to you. Think about how many of us have kept diaries or journals at some point in our lives to remember events as they happen. Think about how often we, when we're with people we care about, reminisce, that we ask them to share memories with us, to think together about things that we both remember. And think about how often we get upset if somebody doesn't remember. So if you say to a friend, remember when we and they say, no, I don't remember that. It's actually very off-putting to us. It's very upsetting to us in some ways. And then we actually work hard, right? We say, no, no, you remember. And we try to convince them that they remember because it's important to us. Um, we worry very much about forgetting that when we lose people, when people in our lives die, part of what we worry about is that we'll forget things about them, or we'll forget details about our time together. When I was in my 20s, when Jim and I were in our 20s, he was diagnosed with cancer and was given about a 50-50 prognosis survival rate. And I remember one of the things I worried about and that I still get tearful about if I talk about it is that we were very early in our relationship. There were lots of memories that only the two of us had together, things we had just done as a couple. And I remember thinking that if he died, I would be alone with those memories, and it would be up to me to remember them. That if I forgot, it would be like they didn't happen, right? So I want you, as we go through this, and as you kind of try to think about what you're going to have to know for tests and other things, to really think about what we're talking about. That we're talking about something really central to the human experience. And at the end of this chapter, we'll watch a video about Clive Wearing, who has had much of his memory erased, his explicit memory, as we'll talk about, erased, and you'll see how empty his life feels because of that as we watch him. So hopefully you'll enjoy this chapter and also think about just how important this information is to our human experience.